Hello everybody, welcome to class 9 geography lesson 1. In the first lesson, we will be learning about lithosphere endogenetic processes. Do you know what is lithosphere? Litho means sphere of rock. Lithosphere constitutes the solid surface of the earth. It consists of both the crust and also the upper mantle. You all know that right from the origin of the earth, the surface of the earth does not remain same. It changes from time to time and from place to place. It keeps on changing, right? So there are two factors that are responsible for the changing surface of the earth. The factors that act from inside the earth is called as endogenetic process. So in this lesson, we will be learning about the factors that act from inside the earth and that are responsible for the changing surface of the earth. So let us see what is lithosphere. The lithosphere is the solid rock that covers our planet Earth. Not only Earth, all the planets have this lithosphere. This includes the crust as well as the very uppermost part of the mantle, which is solid rock. All of the rock on the Earth, from the mountains to the seafloor, is included in the lithosphere. Now see this cross section of the structure of the Earth. This is crust, the uppermost part of the Earth, and beneath the crust you have mantle, which has upper mantle and lower mantle. The crust and the upper mantle together, we call it as lithosphere. So there's solid planets, that is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars and Jupiter. All these planets have the lithosphere. We all know that out of the 8 planets, Earth is very special and it is unique. Why? Because Earth is the only planet that has life. How Earth is able to support life? Because it is located at the correct distance from the sun. It has ideal temperature to sustain life. That is, the temperature, average temperature remains between 20 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. And water is present there. It is inevitable for life. And the mineral-rich soil that supports plant and tree life. Earth's mass exerts the right gravitational force to hold the atmosphere and the materials on the earth. And there are 4 realms of the earth. The 4 realms of the earth are lithosphere, that is the rocks and soil together are called as lithosphere. And all the water bodies on the earth together constitute hydrosphere. The ponds, the lakes, the rivers, seas, oceans, even the presence of water vapor in the atmosphere, waterfalls, everything together constitute hydrosphere. And you know that the lithosphere also extends in the hydrosphere and atmosphere. You all know that our earth is surrounded by a blanket of air called as atmosphere. Then biosphere. The part of the earth where the life exists is called as biosphere. Where life exists in our earth? Life exists in lithosphere, life exists in hydrosphere, and also life exists in atmosphere. So biosphere is nothing but it is a result of the interaction of all these 3 spheres. See here, it may seem like the earth is made up of one big solid rock, but it is really made up of a number of parts. Some of them are constantly moving. Really, it's surprised, isn't it? The earth has solid outer crust, a highly viscous mantle, a liquid outer core, and solid inner core. And the shape of the earth is oblate spheroid. What is the meaning of oblate spheroid? It is bulging near the equator. It is not a perfect sphere. It is bulging near the equator and slightly flattened in the poles. That is called as oblate sphere. Now, we live on Earth's surface. What exactly is below us? Are we not interested to know that? Below the Earth's surface is the interior. Just imagine a hard-boiled egg. If you tear open the egg, you will see different layers, isn't it? That is the shell. That is just like the crust of the earth. And this egg white, it is nothing but just like the mantle, Earth's mantle. And this is the yellow part. This yolk is core. See here? So the core is again divided into inner core and outer core. So this is core of the earth, inner core. This is outer core. This is mantle. And this is crust. The outer surface and the inner core of the earth are totally different in their nature and structure. The structure of the Earth's interior is divided into three layers, namely crust, mantle, and core. The term lithosphere and crust are not the same. The lithosphere includes the crust and the uppermost part of the mantle. All the terrestrial planets have lithosphere. The lithospheres of Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter are thicker and more rigid than that of the Earth. See, this is the cross section of the crust of our Earth. And you all know that our Earth is made up of land and ocean, that is continents and ocean. So the crust is divided into continental crust and oceanic crust. And this continental crust is thicker and this oceanic crust is thinner. The crust is the outermost layer of the Earth where we live. It is the skin of our Earth which ranges between 5 to 30 kilometers. It is the solid and rigid layer of the Earth. The thickness of the crust is greater below the continents than the ocean floor. The crust is classified as continental crust and oceanic crust. And the continental crust is made up of Cl because it is made up of silica and aluminium. And the oceanic crust is made up of Sima, which is called silica and magnesium. And even the upper mantle also contains silica and magnesium. So sometimes the upper mantle is also called as Sima. See here, this is the continental crust and this is the oceanic crust. The oceanic continental crust is thicker, whereas the oceanic crust is thinner. And lithosphere, what is lithosphere? The upper mantle and the continental crust together, we call it as continental crust. Next, mantle. What is mantle? Mantle lies beneath the crust of the Earth. The interior part beneath the crust is called as mantle, which is about 2,900 kilometers thick. See here, the upper mantle and the lower mantle, which are beneath the crust of the Earth. It is called as mantle, and it is 2,900 kilometers thick. The upper mantle or the upper part of the mantle, the rock remains solid, whereas in the lower part of the mantle, rocks are in the molten form, and this molten rock is called as magma. The core is the innermost and hottest layer of the Earth, which lies below the mantle. That is, the core is the innermost layer. It is composed mainly of nickel and iron. So the other name of the core is knife. The core is divided into solid inner core and liquid outer core. The presence of large quantities of iron in the core is responsible for the Earth's gravitational force. When the Earth rotates on its axis, the liquid outer core spins over the solid inner core and it generates the Earth's magnetic field. And this is responsible for the functioning of the magnetic compass. Due to high pressure, the materials in the inner core are unable to move and hence remain solid. The liquid layer of iron and nickel is 5,150 kilometers deep in the outer core. The outer core flows around the center of the Earth, and the movement of the metals create our planet's magnetic field. The inner core is solid, isn't it? You may ask, the inner core in the innermost part is very, very, very hot, isn't it? But how the rocks do not melt and why that area is solid, you may ask. Because the inner core is solid, it is made up of very dense or heavy metals like iron and nickel. Even though it is very hot, these materials do not melt very easily and so they stay solid. It turns out that many materials can be a solid at a high temperature when the pressure is also high. So it remains thick and solid. Thank you. See you in the next episode.